The three things you need to pay attention to live your best life, I'm going to tell you in this video. Hi guys, welcome to my new series of videos. These I'm trying to do medium length, 10 to 15 minute videos where I discuss various topics which ultimately lead to a better life in some detail, right? I make these short videos of around 2 minutes which cover one topic, discipline or sleep better or something, and there's a quick nuggets of wisdom, छोटा छोटा उसमें ज्ञान रहता है, which I want you to consume on a regular basis without taking too much of your time. And then I have these long videos where I talk about various phases of my life. Those videos are 40 minutes, 45 minutes sometimes. And they are also nice in a way. They give you in detail what I went through and usse maine kya kya sikha. But these videos will go into specific topics which will all be important if you want to have a better life, which I wanted. What is a better life? What is the best life? ये सबसे बड़ा सवाल है कि भाई लाइफ में करना क्या है, राइट? मेरा जन्म एक मिडिल क्लास फैमिली में हुआ था. नारायणा विहार एक जगह है दिल्ली में, एक छोटी सी कॉलोनी है वेस्ट दिल्ली में. एंड आई रिमेंबर वी लिव्ड इन अ वेरी स्मॉलिश काइंड ऑफ हाउस एंड पैसे की हमेशा कमी रहती थी. वी वर ओके, मतलब ऐसे इतने भी obviously we were better off than a lot of people who don't even get food to eat in our country, but it was a relatively simple classic middle class life. I remember मैं 8-10 साल का रहा हूँगा और मे बी आई वॉज अ लिटिल ओल्डर एंड हमारे पार्क में एक जागरण हो रहा था. आई एम टेलिंग यू दिस अबाउट दिस जागरण, आई विल टेल यू. एंड वो रात को जागरण होता है एंड वी यूज्ड टू गो विद अ लॉट ऑफ डिवोशन एंड ऑल. एंड वो जागरण में बहुत से लोग आते हैं, कॉलोनी के लोग आते हैं, आशीर्वाद लेते हैं, वो सब. एंड मेरे को अब तक एक इमेज याद है. मैं बैठा था और रात के 11 बजे एक अंकल थे. उस टाइम मेरे लिए वो अंकल थे, अब तो लाइक आई मीन ही मस्ट बी लाइक 30-35 years old. And he was carrying a 4-year-old child in his arms who was sleeping. And he was waiting in line to get the prasad or whatever, which is fine. But there was something about it, his face, which looked defeated. He was finding it difficult to carry the child. He was overweight. He didn't have a good posture. He didn't have a lot of hair. Neither do I now. That's fine. But there was a certain, not sadness, but I could tell that this man is not happy in life. I didn't know him. I didn't know. And मेरे को याद है मैं छोटा था और बच्चा था. मैंने कहा ओके, बड़े होके ये बनते हैं, बड़े होके सब अंकल बन जाते हैं, बड़े होके सब आई विल ग्रो अप. एंड अल्टीमेटली सब मेरे आसपास कोई पढ़ेंगे, फिर उसके बाद कोई जॉब करेंगे, एंड देन दे विल गेट मैरिड, एंड देन दे विल हैव अ चाइल्ड, एंड दे विल गेन सम वेट, एंड दे विल जस्ट stand in line like this. And I don't know, maybe he just had a really tiring day or something. Maybe he was actually a happy man inside. But I remember seeing in that crowd, and I was also part of that crowd, and I was nobody. I was just a little child. And I said, yaar, aise nahi jeena bade hoke. I don't know. There was something in me, and I haven't told this to anyone in my life because this memory just came back when I thought about making this video. And I remember thinking, I will have a better life. I'm not judging. I'm not saying that being middle class is wrong in any way, but I wanted more, right? Was my life incomplete? Not really, right? There was food, there was a bed to sleep in, there were friends, there were relatives, there was festivities, there was jagran, there was shadi, ये सब होता था, right? लेकिन it was just enough. चल रहा है, ठीक चल रहा है. So the aim of life was to keep this just enough thing going, get old, get married. I don't know, it just felt like जिंदगी बस यही है. और वो कौन लोग हैं जो कुछ और तरीके से जिंदगी जीते हैं? These questions started coming to me. And I think it's good to have these questions. And I want you to have these questions. Do you want just enough in life? Or do you want more? I wanted more. What does that more mean? More doesn't mean I want to be ruling the world. That also I realized later. More doesn't mean I want a certain, size of house or certain bank balance. वो नहीं था. No. More simply means, if you want more in life, it means you want to be the best version of you, the best you. We have a big range. People have a big range. The same person can be lazy, wear pajamas all day, not get out of bed, do nothing all day. The same person can get up 7 in the morning, go give an exam, then go work out, then spend time with their family, then I don't know, do some other hobby at night and then sleep. Same person. But that's a better version, right? Than the lazy version of you. I wanted to be the best version of me. I didn't know all this at 10 to 12 years old, but I realized that I want more. And I didn't want to be that uncle with a bad posture, with a seemed like his back was hurting. And I just didn't want that. I'm being totally honest. और कहीं ना कहीं उसे आप भूख बोल सकते हैं, उसे आप हंगर बोल सकते हैं, उसे आप डिजायर बोल सकते हैं, उसे आप एम्बिशन बोल सकते हैं, उसे आप स्टुपिडिटी बोल सकते हैं, कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं. बट बिकॉज ऑफ दैट आई सेड आई विल ट्राई टू गेट more out of life, and I think that's good. I think that's what makes you a better person and a happier person. But what do you mean by more? Which areas of life do you need to get more out of, right? Money? No, it's not just about money. No. And that's what I told you in this video. I'm going to tell you 3 things which I think you need to pay attention to all your life to have a happy life. And these 3 things are: 1, your career, right? 2, your health, and 3, your relationships. They are not in order. They're not in order at all. I'm not saying that career is number 1, number 2. No. But 3 things: career, health, relationships. ये चीजें आपकी लाइफ में, you can imagine a table with 3 legs, right? और आपकी लाइफ वो टेबल का सरफेस है. ये तीनों लेग्स जितने स्ट्रांग होंगे, जितने स्टेबल होंगे, जितने अच्छे होंगे, उतना बढ़िया आपकी लाइफ का टेबल बनेगा. If any of this leg is not working properly or is not the best version it can be, or at least you are not trying to be the best version it can be, you will ultimately see that the table is wobbly. वो टेबल ठीक नहीं बैठेगा, and which in real life translates to you will not be happy in life. So a lot of my videos, even the short ones, and also you'll see in the future, will be about something relating to one of these 3 things. I do a lot of videos on career where I talk about whether I'm talking about self-discipline, whether I'm talking about preparing for entrance exams, even when I talk about, I don't know, keeping your phone away and focusing. It's all kind of linked to working towards your career, right? And then I talk about, like, maybe if I talk about dealing with a breakup or, dealing with relatives or parents, that's relationships. Health I've not spoken about much because I somehow felt, when I see the Insta influencers and all these YouTube influencers who are into fitness, I'm nothing compared to their bodies and the way they take care of themselves. But I think I can start to at least talk about, from a normal, real person point of view, what does it even mean, in terms of health. That's why I said health. I'm not saying fitness, because it's fitness and diet and sleep, all these other things are there. Actually, these 3 things, career, health, relationships, these are 3 legs. But then if you go into them further, they may have more legs, right? Like, for example, career can be about money and job satisfaction and growth and things like that. And health can be about fitness, right? How strong you are or how flexible you are, right? Or it can be about your diet, or it can be about your sleep. So it's not like it's just one thing, it's many things. And relationships are about romantic relationships, your family relationships, your friends, your relationships with your work colleagues, with your teachers, things like that. But these 3 things are what you need to pay attention to. Whatever you do in life, whatever work you're doing, try to figure out that, okay, which of these 3 things am I paying attention to now, right? 80 to 90% of your time, productive time, should go in taking care of one of these things. Are all these things to be taken care of all time? Largely yes. But you can, like, if you have exam in 3 days, you can't really say, okay, now I'm going to cultivate all my relationships, I'm going to call all my relatives. No, obviously not, right? Then I will tell you, yes, focus on your exams. So for a short term, you can focus on one of these legs more, like career, right? But, and maybe not even work out those 3 days. Okay, fine, right? I'm studying. But if you don't do that for 1 year, then your health will suffer. If your health will suffer, you will not be happy in life. You will not be living the best life. You may have a decent career, you may have a promotion, you may be having some money, but you will not be happy because your health is not there. You're seeing the world is in a health crisis. Can anybody in India be happy right now? Right? Look at it. Why? Because health is very, very important. So you need to take care of your health there. Right? Relationships are very important. What's the point? Let's say you have a really good body and you're making a lot of money, but you have nobody to share your achievements with. Nobody, like you can't trust anyone and nobody trusts you and you're like this alone person. That's also not very good. So relationships are also important. This is basically, it's not a secret to life, but this is important to understand in life early on, right? Too many of my own batchmates I've seen, because I come from very competitive colleges, IIT, IIM, they are so focused on their career that they neglect their health. And later on there is problems. And then there are too many people who I know who have gone too crazy over relationships, and then like they neglected their career. So that's also not very good. I truly believe we all have a better version within us. जैसे एक फोन का OS होता है, वो every few months एक update launch करते हैं, right? And the phone, the same phone with the same hardware, because of some software, which is basically the phone's mind, right? With some mindset change, with some changes in thinking, and some changes in the way you do things, you can become a better version, just as the phone becomes a better version. And the aim here of my YouTube channel is really to give that to you guys, right? Things which I wish I knew when I was your age, laid out like this. I kind of had an idea I wanted more, but I didn't have this structure in place. Now I'm telling you there's a structure in place. You will never neglect your career. Yeah, I'm serious. If you have a job, if you have money, if you have independence, it brings a lot of flexibility in life. It solves a lot of problems in life. You will never neglect your health, and you will never neglect your relationships. Have I always done these three right? No. I've made so many mistakes in life. I have neglected my health so many times. There have been times when my writing career and speaking career was at like going crazy. Like I was literally doing 3 talks a week, going all over the country. I was taking 150, 200 flights a year. I was neglecting my health, and it was not right. You can see some of my pictures from the past, and I don't look like this. I look older 10 years back than I do now, because I didn't take attention to my health then, and I do now. And especially as I get older, I should pay even more, but you need to too, even if you're young. There is no excuse. I'm not saying you need to be a some model like body. Take care of your health, that's all. And the world has shown that how much health is important. And relationships, I have also made relationship mistakes, and we all do. Relationships are probably the most complicated because it's not logical, right? Health is somewhat logical, career is somewhat logical. You put in the work, you'll get the result. Relationships are not based on logic, they're based on emotions. So that also I made mistakes, but at least I try now to have these 3 things in order. Now, before I end this video, I have a little exercise for you, right? Be super, super honest. And imagine your life has 3 subjects in it. Health, relationships, career, health, relationships. Okay, 3 subjects. And you have to give marks to yourself, current state of your life, whatever it is, out of 10. Career, is it 5 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 10 out of 10? Health, 6 out of 10, 8 out of 10. And relationships, CHR. Put the scores in the comments below. It will also help me to know which direction do my viewers need more guidance on. But more than anything, it's a very honest exercise for you to do. Put your scores out of 10 in career, health, relationships of your life, and then see why the scores are low in one and why the scores are high in other. And maybe you need to rebalance some of your efforts, to make sure the table has equally balanced legs, and that will give you a happier life, right? So it's not very complicated. 3 things, you have to pay attention to them. You have to be willing, first of all, to say, I want a better life, I want more, and therefore I will pay attention to these 3 things, and I will make sure that I may not be getting 10 out of 10 in all these subjects all the time, but I have a pretty decent score, and if I have low in one, I will improve that so that I can do better. So put in those scores And yeah, give me some feedback on this video format as well. This mid-length round, like I said, it's going to around 15 minutes, and I will keep on making more of them. Thank you so much. I love you, especially those guys who came here. Yeah, like, subscribe, ghanti, whatever. If you feel like, it helps me, it encourages us, my team. So thank you so much. Take care.